while I was doing that book, I started to do my master thesis, which originally was not about ayahuasca, but by then I was completely immersed in ayahuasca, so it was no choice. I had to study this because I was already studying. I had gathered so many information and people and books and meetings and all that, and then I was immersed in this universe of ayahuasca. And then I said, well, I might as well do this my job, so I get paid for this because I was doing that the whole day anyway. Actually, it was a great solution because I could go around doing what I liked, and this is a great thing about being an anthropologist. I mean, maybe you don't have a lot of money and you don't have a lot of status, like what you say is not so important as what a doctor would say, but anyway, you get a lot of fun, you know, and you get these incredible experiences, and it's a great privilege also to be an anthropologist. So I decided to study something that was not so much studied because Santo Daime had already about maybe 10 or 15 theses, and Barquinha was only in Acre, and for some empirical reasons it was a little bit hard for me to go. And UDV I couldn't get inside because they were very closed and they were not very open for researchers, and I did not want to join at all. What would be a solution? You know, some people that were from UDV had much easier contact. So I was trying to search what can I study. And then I started to observe that there were many new uses of ayahuasca in Brazil. But by then, and this I'm talking about 10 years ago, 1997, these other uses, that they were very, very much kind of almost clandestine. They were very discreet, and they were not very much, they didn't have such a strong legitimacy. Because what happens in Brazil is that Brazil, differently from the other South American countries, it doesn't have such a strong indigenous identity like Peru or Mexico or Colombia. So what happened in the ayahuasca field, especially in Brazil, is that the Brazilian ayahuasca religions, they have become represented as the traditional, the roots, the deep Amazonian culture. So they self-represent them that way, and they have kind of managed to establish this image publicly. So they are understood as some sort of traditional Amazonian culture, folk, a little bit folk identity, a little bit local Acre tourist, Acre pride. You know, to be Acrean is to have also this relationship with Daime and all that. So these religions, they, in the public debate through a historical process, they have managed to be understood as our traditions of the use of ayahuasca. And this played an important role on the process of legalization of ayahuasca in Brazil.